none other than Ellen Ford. How you doing?
Good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, it's so great to have you. Ellen Ford is a stand-up comedian in Chicago. And I first met Alan because he saved my butt. I was doing a show at the Hobart Art Theater and I had a cancellation a week before. And I was hitting everybody I knew that, I was like, can you do this show? And they're like, I'm booked. And I just started scrolling through Facebook. Like I was just like, what am I going to do? And you were tagged on a post with somebody else. And I looked you up and I'm like, oh, this guy lives in Harvey. He lives really close by. And then I went and you have a comedy special on YouTube and you had posted it. And so I looked at that and I was like, this guy's funny. I'm like, all right. So I reached out and then you said yes. And I was very, 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 very grateful that you came.
Thank you.
And then you knocked it out of the park. You had a red hat that day. And people are funny. Like, I'm not good with names either. It takes me a while to remember people's names. With comedians, I remember because, man, like, obviously I have mad respect for every comic. And people were like, man, that guy with the red hat, he was awesome. That guy with the red hat. I'm like, yeah, that's Alan Ford. He was really, really good. So yeah, I'm so appreciative of that you came. And then I had you on another show too. So, but yeah, how you been?
Good, man. Good. I've been really good. Just keeping busy. Things starting to pick up now.
Yeah.
Things starting to open back up now in the city. So
yeah.
That's even better.
Oh yeah, I've seen you everywhere. So what made you start comedy? What was your kind of epiphany with that?
I didn't start till I was like 24.
Okay.
But earlier, I've always wanted to do it because I wasn't too really good at school, and I've always made jokes in school, but I was always nervous of getting on stage. And I think one day I moved back here, and I had a job at a cracker factory where we would unbox the crackers and then put it back in another box.
Okay.
And it was like on the line. It was all Hispanic people.
Oh, okay.
I'm working at a cracker factory, and all Hispanic people. My life is a sitcom.
This is like a racial joke waiting to happen.
That's why I'm leaving it there.
That's a good black guy on the
My
line.
life is a sitcom, and I've always watched it. Like I watched Dave Chappelle. I love Seinfeld. I've always watched that, and then it's like my dad would bring DVDs in the house all the time. It's like I could do this.
Okay.
And so I went to Riddle's Comedy Club one night. After I left, I quit the crack factory, went to Riddle's Comedy Club, and then this is just.
And that was that. Wow.
7 years ago.
Wow. I was wondering how long you've been doing comedy.
Yeah.
So with Riddles, were you just doing open mics there, or you just you were hanging out? And
Just the open mic there.
Yeah.
And then I didn't get booked until I figured out how to get booked, or
Yeah.
where did I need to go, or
Yeah.
because I'm not a real social person like that, so I had to learn how to talk to people. So that's what it is with that. But
That's
I just went to the open mic. I would go to the open mic every week, and then somebody would tell me about another place, and then I would go to that one. And so instead of me going to one mic a week, I would go to two, and then two went from 3, and then 3 went from 4, and then 4 went from 5. And the next thing you know, I'm out every night.
Wow. That is amazing.
Yes, bombing
Very cool.
every night. When I first started. It was this place called Jokes and Notes, where you had to pay to perform there.
Oh, wow.
I think Kevin Hart, when he did the, I think it was some like Heart of the City, where he would, Calvin Evans was on it. So he filmed the Heart of the City at Jokes and Notes before it closed.
Oh.
You had to pay $5 to come in, $5 for comics, $10 for regular people.
Okay.
And then if you wanted to perform, they'll give you 5 minutes, and they'll give you 2 minutes if you sucked. I got 2 minutes so many times at that place. Because I didn't know really what I was doing. I didn't really know how to write a joke until somebody showed me.
Yeah.
What to do.
Oh, yeah. I wish there was a manual.
Yes, a manual.
A manual for comedy.
Good thing about me, I know how to learn on the fly. So I'm great with that.
Oh, yeah. And then if you're doing it that much, you just almost have to. So, okay, school me with this, with the 2 minutes. So is it like you were up there and then they would say, okay, you got 2 minutes because you were sucking? Or is it like they predetermined you were going to suck?
So they say you get 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then they didn't let you know you get 2 minutes if you suck. Oh. So I would record myself.
Yeah.
And then if I'm bombing, you just see that light go up really fast.
Oh, wow.
And then, when you first start out, 2 minutes feel like an hour.
Yeah, it feels like an eternity.
So like I'm up there.
Yeah.
Now look, it's like, I was up there for 2 minutes. Now we'll go back and go back. And then they finally close. So it's like, you know what? I'll just go to Riddles and find another place to go.
Wow. That's pretty interesting. Yeah. I need to go to Riddles. I know you do shows there now, right? Do you produce there? Oh, you're not
Not
producing.
there.
Oh, okay.
I just do the one in Crown Point now.
Oh, okay.
So I
okay.
don't do the
You don't do the
four-piece
Riddles anymore. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, this Crown Point gig is good. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
it's amazing.
awesome. So, interestingly enough, my brother went to Valparaiso where you were doing a show, and he came back and told me about a female comic. He had her name, but he was like, there's this guy, he's a black comic, really funny. You need to book him. And I'm like, okay, well, what's his name? I don't have his name, I have his number. And so I sat on it for a while because I was like, oh man, I wish I could see his social media, what's going on, you know what I mean? And I don't know why I kind of sat on it. And then I was like, then I saw that you performed there and you were in the suit. And I was like, I took a screenshot. I sent it to my brother. I'm like, is this the guy that you saw? He goes, yeah, that's him. I'm like, I already booked him. Like, you know, so that was like kind of a cool compliment, you know, like that, you know, that all happened and stuff. So how did you get 3 Monkey Pubs? We were talking about it before this whole thing. Yeah.
The guy actually, he saw me at that show, and he came and talked to me, and then he came and hang out, and we talked. He talked to the guy's name is Jeff,
Okay.
and surprisingly, the guy who runs the Market Lounge, his name is Jeff.
Oh my goodness,
So
my
it's-
boss is Jeff. I think
Yeah, so-
Jeffs are good people. Every Jeff I've come across have been good people.
And they're weird people too at the same time. But Jeff Webb, who runs the Market Lounge, is a good friend of mine.
Oh.
He introduced me to this other guy, Jeff. And
Okay.
I don't really know his last name.
Okay.
So I
That's
just,
all
he's Jeffrey in my phone.
Yeah.
So just to break it up.
Right.
But then he said he wanted to do the same thing he does at the Market Lounge, like make it feel like a comedy club atmosphere.
Oh,
So
okay.
who else knows then?
Yeah, a comic.
Yeah, a comic. And so he asked me to do it.
Cool.
And I'm confused.
The rest is history.
Yeah, because mainly I know a lot of comics.
Oh, yeah,
that
you
want
do.
there. A lot of diversity as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So we did that. We had the first one on March 5th. It was awesome. Then we got
Okay.
another one tonight. So we do it every other Saturday.
Okay.
At that point.
Every other Saturday.
Yes.
Cool. That's good. That keeps you busy with producing, right? Producing's
Yeah.
a whole nother ballgame,
Oh my God.
isn't it?
Yes. When I tell people I booked them, I say, don't tell anybody I'm doing this because I don't want any messages. I want to, if I
okay.
know you, if I see you
Yes.
before, then I would talk to you because messages, that gets annoying.
Yeah, it gets annoying.
Because
yeah.
when I did the 4-piece, I think my aunt was like really sick. And then I went to go see her and I'm hanging out with her. I'm getting like messages about can I get booked for the 4-piece. It's like, leave me alone right now. I don't want this to
yeah.
happen. Like, leave me alone.
How's your aunt doing?
She passed away.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
She was sick for some time though, so everybody was
Yeah.
like calm with it. She went out peacefully, but people were just asking and sending messages. It's like, you don't know what people got on. Don't
Oh
just...
yeah, you never know what people got going on.
And plus, people will ask to be on the show and never come and look at the show to know what you're getting into.
Oh, okay, so that's a thing, yeah.
I would suggest you go to the show to see what you're getting
Yeah.
into before you ask. If
Okay.
nobody asks you to be a part of it,
Okay.
go to it to see what atmosphere
Yeah.
you're getting into before you just ask it. To know it's for you, because every show ain't for you.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, that's good. That's some good advice. I try to go to be supportive, depending, and also to hear other comics.
Right.
Like if there's a lineup of comedians I haven't heard before, like I did the Mikey O show. I went to go hear the Mikey O show, and Joey Villagomez was headlining, which I love him. He's so funny. And then Abby was there, and then and I had already booked Abby through just Messenger. Is that what you use to book comedians, Messenger?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
it's just so easy because
It
you get
is
to
so
make the
easy,
group
right?
chat. Make the group chat, and then
Yeah.
a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't have Facebook. I got Instagram." It's like, well, I hate Instagram messaging so much.
Yeah.
And so it's like
Yeah.
I gotta separate this instead of just like because I can copy and paste the last message I sent
Yeah.
and put it in that,
Yeah.
and then it's just so convenient. And
Oh,
everything's in a
okay.
folder. It's like
Yes,
it's so convenient.
it is convenient. I'm glad we're having this conversation about producing because like nobody told me how to produce. You know, it's just like I grew up in church, so I used to be the music coordinator. Like I was in church very like at 6 months old. So by the time I was 12, 13, I was playing the piano and playing the offertory, what they would call, the music that when people start, passing the money bucket, I was doing the music. And I would like do all these goofy, interesting arrangements, and I would spend hours practicing that, So then when I was 15, 16, somebody gave me a crash course on the organ, And I became like the organist, you know, like at an early age by 17. And then I was doing music coordination. So I was like coordinating all the special music for the service. So I was like, there was 4 specials. And so I'd have to practice and give them a mic check and all of that. So it became this like grounding work for what I'm doing now, you know, like, and people are like, man, I don't know how you produce. And I'm like, it's not, I actually love the puzzle of it.
Uh-huh.
I love the puzzle of it because I try to be very intentional with booking. You know, I want to book female comics. I want to book diverse comics. I want to book all races, all kinds of different type of comedy. Like I try to really, on purpose, do that. And so it's just, I love the puzzle work of it. And I just got trained through church, just doing that, calling people, booking people, basically for that. And so when I started doing this, I didn't even know I was producing. Like I didn't know that was a word, you know, until somebody was like, "Oh, you're a producer." I go, "I am. I am."
That's what you're doing. You put this whole
I
show
didn't know
together.
that I was a producer.
Do you get like a bunch of messages? Does people send you messages?
Yeah. I shouldn't say a bunch. I mean, a few, and it's hard because, it's hard because like then I ask for a clip. And then like it's hard to judge. I don't like to judge comics too. It's like it's hard to judge them on a clip, right? I think I'd rather see them live and then go from there, you know. But yeah, it is tricky. I feel like for you and me, like you definitely know way more comedians probably than I even do. But I think that you know where to reach them at, right? I mean, you know all the hot comedians are out in Chicago right now, and the up-and-comers. You're going to open mics. You're seeing them all the time. If there's somebody that you like, you know, you're going to book them. So if people reach out, it might just be somebody that you've never seen before. But it's kind of hard when you don't, and I don't want to say this, but like maybe you don't think the set was that funny, or it might not be for your club. You know what I mean? It might not be what you want for your club, if that makes any sense. So it's kind of hard. Like, do you have messages where you're like, I don't want to book this person?
No,
or what?
well, doing the 4-piece, I will get so many messages. It's like, I'm working with other comedians. Like, it's me and other 2 producers.
Oh.
Why am I getting all the messages for this? This is weird.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Well, when we did it, it was, I don't know if you know Mike Banks or Brandon King. We were the 2.
I know Brandon King. I've seen his name.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Brandon's my guy. He's funny. But, yeah, we used to do that, and it's like, I'm the only one controlling it. And I didn't mind because it kept me busy. I'm on my iPad all the time. I'm on my phone, or I'm in front of a notebook all the time. So it's like, it doesn't matter, but some of those, if it's somebody that's like, because the mistake I did when we first did it, I went on that Chicago comedy page and said send a clip.
Okay.
And I got like 100 clips.
Oh, wow.
And I watched all 100 clips.
Oh, man. Interesting.
And then that's why I would like book it out ahead of time. So if people send me a message, say, can I get this date and this date? Nope, it's booked.
Oh, okay.
So I do that ahead of time so I won't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, that's good to book ahead for sure. When you have a show that's like monthly or bi-monthly or whatever, I think that's kind of tricky. Like I've been doing these bigger shows and they're kind of spread out a little bit. But recently I did month and month. I did a different venue and I did month and month and month. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is too much. Because I, work full time and I'm not out there as much as you are. I mean, I like to book my shows sporadically, like if I go out in Chicago or whatever. But I will say after I have a show coming up at Hobart Art Theater April 16th, and then after that, my next one isn't until July. I'm gonna hit the pavement because I feel like I'm a real good producer. I'm a pretty decent host, but I need to step it up. I mean, I think I could be funny, but like I need to get out there and be like a monster. You know what I mean? Like I need to get out there and be a beast. And like I want to be, I don't want to compare myself, but like, yeah, I see some of these male comics and female comics. I'm like, man, I want to be that. I mean, I know they got 12 years on me, but I want to get there quicker somehow. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I want to get there quicker.
It's a way you, because I work at Zany's Rosemont, and I've seen like just talking like Calvin Evans and Jenny
Oh,
Duke,
I
and
love Calvin. I mean, he doesn't know me, but I love him.
even Jenny, just to see how they
yeah.
like, they react to like the Booker Chris when she comes to a show, and just see what they do and how they move. It's like, okay, I see. Even with Vic Pondy and him and Tyler Fowler, how they just talk to people.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I see why they're funny and they get work just having a conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
And that's what people fail to realize. Like, you can't send somebody a message and then you see them in person and not say anything to them.
Oh, wow, that happens?
Yeah, that happens.
I think you had a post about that, and I was like, what?
That happens a lot. I see it all the time. That happens
That's
a lot.
weird.
Like, they'll send you a message.
Yeah.
And then you see them in person, they say, what's up? And then...
And nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah, and so
I remember, and I was going to message you, but sometimes I feel like, okay, am I being too nosy when I'm messaging people? Like, what did you mean by that? But I was like, are you kidding me right now? Because, like, especially because I know you're a producer. I mean, not that, you need, I don't want the red carpet thrown out at me or whatever because I'm a producer. But, like, yeah, just common courtesy of talking to people. Right. I agree with you. I don't think I've ever said this out loud to anyone, but this is a place. I am really funny about that. Like, I want to book amazing comics, but I also want to book nice.
Yes.
Because I don't need a diva. I don't need somebody in there that's like, and luckily I've gotten really great people. And I've also talked to people that have like kind of forewarned me of some people, and I'm like, oh, thank you so much for telling me, because like it's like, oh god, like I'm still trying to find out. I'm sure you saw a post about somebody not showing up at a show.
No.
And I'm still trying to find out who that is, because I'm like, I don't want to book this person. Can someone tell me who it is? Yeah, and then Laura Hawk was telling me that that's really common, that some people get booked and they don't show up, and I'm like, I just never thought that could ever happen. I mean, if you have a catastrophe, that's one thing, but like, you're just not going to show up and not tell anybody? Like, I can't believe that. Like, I'm just like floored.
And that's why some people get stuck in the situation they are.
Yeah. And I need a list. If anybody out there wants to give me a list, I need a list.
People that don't show up.
People that don't show up. I can't have that.
And another thing comes with it, it's karma plays a big factor in that too. I'm a big believer in karma.
Yeah.
Like if you show support to somebody, then that comes right back to you.
I agree with you.
So if you support a room, support a show, it comes right back to you.
I agree with you on that big time. And and I do like to book nice, and I'm thinking of some people, and again, I don't want to, but I had seen a comic online, and I thought he was really funny. And I saw him at a different show. He was not performing. And I talked to him a little bit, and he was just very, like I was bothering him. And I never said, I'm a producer, I want to book you. I just was like, hey, how's it going? Whatever, and he just was very not, and it stopped there. I hate to say it, but I was like, I don't really want to book this guy now. I mean, and I hate to be, and sometimes I'm like, okay, am I being petty? Am I being petty? But it's like, yeah, that's weird to get sent a message and then not talk to you.
Right.
Very strange.
I know, okay. On your flyers, when you say perform the Zanies and Laugh Factory.
Yeah.
And when somebody like showed me that, it's like, you performed on the show before? Yeah, I did the Hobart show. Why should you only do Zanies and Laugh Factory? Why does it say Zanies? Because it shows if you know how to work at a comedy club, you can work anywhere. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, if you practice at a comedy club or on an actual stage and not at a bar show, because bar shows are different from an actual comedy club. I've done that was my third time doing a Hobart Art Theater, because I did it twice before.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, okay, I know what to do now here, especially because the first two times they just had band equipment on the stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, some people,
so weird.
Jaime De Leon was like that. He's like, I've done the Hobart Art Theater. I'm like, really? Because I don't know who was doing it before I did it or whatever. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. And then Hobby's like, yeah, I saw his signature on the wall. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, I think it's a great stage. It really is. It's a nice stage for sure. I think we were talking about before that. Yeah, kindness is, and I, as a new comic too, man, I really am grateful for people that are kind. I really am. And honestly, I've not really encountered anybody that's weird. I mean, I've had maybe 2 different encounters that were really weird. but I don't want to talk about them. But like, yeah, for the most part, a lot of people are very supportive and very kind and very nice. And like I did a couple Mikey O shows out the gate, which was like a big, huge blessing. And Gwen LaRocca was so nice to me. Patty Vasquez was so nice to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to list names because now I feel like I'm going to mess something up. And Alicia Molina. It was funny because it was all female show, and I was like, oh man, because I've always had male friends, like growing up, and I've had some female friends, don't get me wrong, I do have female friends, but I grew up with two brothers, so it's really easy to talk to guys for me, and I was like, oh man, I hope these girls are nice, you know? Oh God, I hope they're not catty, you know? Like, what are you doing, Harry? But no, they were super cool, just super nice, and I remember I got off stage and Gwen LaRocca goes, how do you feel? And I was trying to just soak it in. I was like, that just happened. Like, I just did like 8 minutes or whatever it was, 9 minutes, and I was just like frozen a little bit. I was like, I feel good. I just got like, I feel good. And I'm never at a loss for words, but I was at a loss for words with that one. I mean, it went really well, which was good. And then I just came out and I was just like, oh wow, yeah, it was good, yeah. But yeah, people are so nice, and I want to get Calvin Evans too. And I had tried to do, I can't remember what date, and he goes, "Oh, that's my birthday, and I'm having a show." I'm like, well, that's a good reason to not come to mind. It's your birthday. But yeah, I'm dying to meet him, and I've been wanting to go out to see him perform too. And I was supposed to go the 12th or the 13th, but it was my birthday was the 12th. And I had food poisoning. It was a weird birthday week. I had food poisoning that week. I wasn't really feeling that great, so I couldn't go out. But yeah, he's my next one that I really want to go out and see. And it is nice to get people that like Abby came in and like Chaim is like, I want to be on your show. I'm like, thanks. Like, oh, good. You know, because I want you to be on my show. It's just nice to hear that. You know, when people start hearing that you're producing and then they want to be on your show, right? Especially if they're great comics. You know, comics you respect. You're like, wow, yeah, definitely, I want to have you on the show. You know? So, but yeah, I think kindness goes a long way. Brooke Sullivan was really kind to me too. Giovanni Diaz, I did his podcast and we voice clip and message. I just ask him random questions about comedy, or I'm like, well, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about this line? Or what do you know, just random stuff. Because now he's got a baby, so he's going to be really busy. But he's just doing podcasting, so I feel like he's been in the game before, but yeah, now he's not totally in it. But yeah, that's my goal after that April show. I'm gonna really try to hit the pavement and not have excuses of like I'm tired because I worked a whole day, right?
Yes, yeah.
Do you have a day job too that you juggle? No, you're just doing comedy full time.
Comedy, and then because I work at night too. I work at Zany's Rosemont at night.
Oh,
so
you work there. Okay.
Work there.
I don't know why I thought maybe you produced a show and that was it. Oh man,
I wish I did.
Good
That'd be
for
awesome.
you. Applaud.
So I'm around.
You are full time comedy then. I mean.
So I'm around it like all the time, even during the day.
That's awesome.
During it, because my dad showed me how to save money. So
yeah.
I don't have a car, so I have to save up for that.
Okay.
Which he also told me it's not a good time to get a car.
So when you came to the show at Hobart, you didn't have a car?
No, I did. That was the last day I had a car.
Oh. Okay, how was that the last day?
Because it like
just
that,
broke down?
It's just start falling apart. So it's like, I'm going to sell this for parts and just save this money and just put it away. And then when I decide to get a car, I decide to get a car. Yeah. That way, if I can't really get to it, I don't go to it. I can't. Yeah. If I can't get to it on a train or a bus, or it's not close enough to Uber, then I just won't.
So how do you get to Zany's? You take trains up there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I take a train from the south side.
Okay. Well, yeah, you know what? The good thing about living in Illinois is that, yeah, you guys have the Metro too, right? Because we have South Shore, so ours, and it's very selective times. Right. You know, if you miss that train, you missed it.
I take the South Shore to Valpo.
Oh, okay.
So I take it to Valpo, and then the Uber's probably like 20 minutes to the Market Lounge from there.
Oh, okay.
So I take it to the Dune Park stop, and it's like 20-minute drive. So I just Uber there. Or I'll take like a little shuttle bus to university and then just walk to the university from there.
Okay, cool.
Or if it's like a weekend and my dad's not busy, he lets me use the car.
Oh,
so I have ways of doing it.
Yeah, you have ways of doing it. Yeah.
So I have no excuse to be like, I'm not going to that. I'm getting on the bus. No, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I was on the bus the first 3 years I did stand up.
Wow.
So,
Man, you're kind of living like a little bit of the dream, like my dream. Because like I would love to not work during the day and just do comedy 100%, you know? But I'm definitely not there yet. And my day job, I feel like it's I don't want to say demanding because that sounds negative, but it's draining. It drains me. It can drain me. So then by the time I get off of that job, I'm kind of like, man, I don't know if I want to go. Like, and I've been wanting to do open mics more, and I need to. I need to though, because if that's the only way it's going to work. Because I could practice here all day with no audience.
yes, yeah.
But you need an audience.
You need an audience.
And I mean, a lot has happened. Even I've seen like before one of my shows, I went to my buddies and did a bunch of material there. And then you could see what works, what doesn't, and then rewrote some stuff, and some stuff came later, and then I did it. And you know, just the more you do that joke, and the more you rework it, and the more you word it differently, it's just gonna work better. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen you at my buddies at the open mic and stuff. I'm like, yeah, man, Alan is working it, man. He is out here working it. It's like so cool. So what do you do at Zany's Rosemont?
I just work the door pretty much. So I work the door, I seat people, and then if the manager is busy, I do the intro for the show.
Oh, okay.
I do the pre-show announcements on the stage. So
cool.
technically I'm on the stage
Yeah,
before the show.
you are.
So
Okay,
I get
cool.
that like those jitters. If I haven't touched
Yeah.
the mic in like a couple days, it's like
Yeah.
I touched the mic today, so I'm fine. I make the people laugh before the show, do the announcements, give away some
Okay.
tickets, and then I just do the time. So basically, it's like I produce still because I still run the time
Yeah.
for the comedy.
Okay.
So it's like that, and then
Okay.
afterwards, it's probably one of the easiest jobs I ever had in my life. I clock
Yeah.
in. I'm supposed to start at 6. I
Okay.
clock in at 4. I
Okay.
get there. I clean the showroom. I watch Batman on the screen. I'm talking
Okay.
about the Adam West Batman. I watch that on the screen while I clean up.
So you have like control of what you can throw up on there?
Yeah.
What? That's
yeah.
so funny.
Before the show, so I'm up there
Okay.
I'm cleaning and I'm watching Batman. I'm eating chips, and then around like probably like 30 minutes for the door open, I have to set up the stage, make sure do a mic check and all that stuff, and then I'm in control of the playlist there as well.
Oh,
Music,
cool.
so they gave me control of the music playlist because the last guy like got fired. So it's like I'll do it, and then
Okay.
it was out of date anyway. It was like
yeah.
all pop music and rock music. It's
Yeah.
like this is out of date.
Yeah.
So
cool.
So I do that, and then just control the show after that.
That is so awesome.
And I get to tell people to shut the hell up. I get
That's
to- I
also
get to
that's
tell
also
people
a
to shut
lot
up.
of fun. Oh, it's amazing how people want to talk during a comedy show. I don't understand it. It's like you paid, first of all, you paid
Yes.
to come here
Yes.
to hear this person, and you're talking.
Oh my god! And Rosemont are some of the worst. It's like these old rich people, and they're
Yeah.
like, oh my god! Yesterday,
Entitled.
yes. So yesterday, some guy, he got offended over some race material, and he left.
Here we go. Yeah.
And he left. Well, he
Yeah.
was going to leave. So like, sir, you got to pay your tab. So he's like trying to sign a receipt, and he's like, I don't know if you ever been to Zany's Rosemont.
I haven't been to Zany's Rosemont.
So there's a hallway to the bathroom, like
Okay.
in the showroom. There's a hallway to leave to go to the bathroom, and it's a light there, and that's
Okay.
the only light that's on, and it doesn't distract anybody.
Oh.
So the guy's underneath the light,
Yeah.
but he has enough light to see the receipt to sign it.
Yeah.
He takes his phone out and has a flash. I'm across the room, and I see the flash from across the room. I just walk over there. I say,
Yeah.
"Sir, can you turn your flash off? I can see it." All nicely. He just starts yelling at me. This is what he mumbles. He goes, "Well," it's like, "What were you about to say?" And he said, "Well, you signed the tip then." And then his wife is down, "Sir, just calm down, sir. Just
Right.
calm down."
Right.
And then he said, "I'm sick of people telling me what I can't do." And then he just storms off and leave. And it turns out that's the first time that guy got mad.
That's the first time he what?
He got mad. He like yelled. Because the first time somebody told him to turn his flash off, because he's trying to read the menu sitting down. It's like, "Sir, you don't need your flash on. It's not that dark in here.
Yeah.
Like, it's dim enough you can still see the menu."
Yeah.
And then,
Well, it's a distraction too for the comic. I mean, now you see this big bright light down
it's
there.
like, the
Unbelievable.
hardest one to do that for, well, Calvin is always on it because he hear everything. Like he hears somebody talking all the way in the back. It's like somebody's talking back there. It's like while he's on the stage, it's like, "You can hear that? I didn't even hear that."
Wow.
He hears everything.
That's awesome. He's got like sonic ears.
Yeah, he hears everything.
Maybe because he plays the piano. Maybe it's
Yeah,
that
that too.
musician thing.
Oh,
Huh.
Huh.
Yeah, he plays the piano. I didn't
I've been to after hours where he does it for the after hours.
Oh, okay.
All the time at the end.
When you went like that, I thought you didn't know he played the piano, but it was just like you were
No, I was thinking about
like,
the music things, like people.
I know for me, things are very distracting because there were a few years where I taught high school, and you got when you're teaching, it's almost like any little noise you're supposed to address, right? So you got the kid, with the pencil, and he's like tapping, and you're like, knock it off, stop talking. So any little constant noise is like, like I can hear it, But yeah, that's amazing to hear something from the back of the room. That's like, wow.
So he can hear everything.
Yeah, well, this last show with in Jeannie Dugan headline, for some reason, two guys were talking like really loud, and I could hear, and I was just like, and I mean, I don't know what they were saying, but they were just talking, and I was like, I have to go address this. Like, so I got up and went over there, and I'm like, hey, do you guys mind not talking? Like, she's up there talking, and they're like, oh, okay. And I'm glad they respected me because I was like, oh God, I'm a woman. You're gonna be like, shut up, lady, leave us alone. We're just drinking. And so I was like, but they were really respectful and they stopped talking. But they were so loud. I was just like, why are you talking?
You paid to be here. Why are you talking during this show?
I don't get it. And people do it at concerts. In concerts, it's not so bad because the music's so loud. But still, it's like you're trying to hear this person perform. I love music and concerts, and I go, yesterday I went, and it's like nothing that you're saying is as important as what's going on stage. Nothing. Can you not tell somebody that later? It's crazy. People are crazy. That's really cool. You got that Zany's Rosemont gig. That is really super cool.
Nice. And I did not get it. I just got it because, what? I think I need a job just to have some steady income coming in case this does fall out. Because when I first quit comedy, it was rough. Well, when I first quit my job to do comedy, it was rough.
Wow.
It was like rough. Getting into it with my dad, it was rough. Money and stuff. And then some money started to come in, then I got the job at Zany's Rosemont.
Oh, that's so cool.
So
that is very
And I didn't even tell anybody I did stand up when I got the job.
Wow. That is awesome.
They found out.
Wow. Yeah, it's great to be where it's at.
Yeah.
I think that's got to be amazing to just hear all those great comics.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you're lighting, because you can really pay attention. I mean, I light for my shows, so yeah, you can really pay attention to a full set if you're just, if you just have to concentrate towards the end with the lighting. So yeah, that is really super cool.
And we had the first month I was there, Louis C.K. was there at the end of the month.
Oh, really? Okay, so when was this?
So I started June last year.
Okay.
And then he was there, the end of June.
I didn't know he was
there on a
out
Sunday.
doing shows.
Yeah, so he does it.
What
He does is he goes on a comedy club tour.
Okay.
When he does that, he's doing another special. And then he did all those jokes and then released a special.
Yeah.
He does,
Is that the one that he released on his website on his own? Okay.
So that's the one he was practicing for. And he did really two shows. That place seats 250. We had to add chairs for it.
Oh, yeah.
And it was awesome.
Oh my God. Wow. It's good that he's back out.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what he did was what he did. I do respect that he apologized right away and he owned it right away. Because a lot of people did not do that. So I do respect that. And after a while, it's kind of like, I think it was a different scenario than the typical Harvey Weinstein, Epstein, all the Steens. What they were doing. I think it's a different class of debauchery.
As a human and as a man, I was like, that's messed up.
It is a messed up.
But as a comedian, I was like, that sounds about right from Louis C.K. That sounds about right. It's like, yeah, that sounds about right from Louis C.K.
It wasn't a shock.
It wasn't a shock to nobody. It's like, he'll be back in a couple years.
Yeah. This is funny that we're talking about Louis C.K. because and I was watching Bad Vegan. I don't know if you've seen that on Netflix.
I came across it. I didn't like watching it.
Yeah, I think it's number 2 right now.
Was it about some vegan restaurant? Some girl I read the description. Some girl life just goes down spiral.
Yeah, spirals out of control. Yeah, and I mean, I won't ruin it for people, but it was really, really good. And I'm a big foodie too, so all of that spoke to me. But it was interesting because it was like raw food. They weren't even really cooking. Like it was just raw food, and people were going to eat it. And she had like celebrities in there, and it was in New York, and it was hopping and making a lot of money. Yeah, she has a problem with bad guys, and she ended up with a bad guy, and it just went downhill. You know, she got brainwashed by him, and it was just an interesting. It's 4 episodes, but it's so funny, you know, because I'm like that. Like I'll watch a documentary or a true crime drama, then I'm Googling the crap out of these people. I'm like, okay, let me Google her. You know, like is there an interview or somewhere I can see? You know, so I'm Googling her, and in Googling her, I find out that she went out with Louis C.K.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So then, because of the fact that she ended up in jail, they had to bring up all her emails of everybody that she's ever talked to. And hence, in those email threads, or text messages or something, there's Louis C.K. And apparently he gave her an STD. I don't know which one. But in these emails it was revealed, or text messages, that he gave her an STD. And his response to her was hilarious. Like, I mean, I was offended and I was laughing at the same time. Because he was like, these things happen.
Wow.
He's like, these things happen. He's like, I should have had a condom on. You should have made me wear a condom.
That's funny.
That was funny. I was like, wow. I mean, talk about honesty. And it probably, like, if I was a female reading that, I would be livid. You knew you had this, you know. And she's beautiful. That's another thing. This lady's beautiful. And I mean, I don't know.
Now I gotta watch it now.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. Alec Baldwin was after her. I was like, girl, you should have been with Alec Baldwin. Like, I think that would have been your best choice out of all these people that you've, you know, dated. And then she, then it was crazy because she had an affair with her lawyer while the trial was going on. And those text messages came out, and they are so like crazy and racy. And I mean, she's just messed up when it comes to men. And but it was funny because the lawyer too cracked me up. He's like, hey, the fact that I was with her, we were doing this stuff, it made me work harder for her. He's like, this guy was paying me $1 million to defend him, but I was so concentrated on her. I was like, wow, she's a real bad vegan. I mean, the documentary was great, but this aftermath, this like after show I'm listening to here, this is the bomb. This should have been on Netflix.
Yeah, okay.
That stuff should have been on Netflix.
Awesome.
Yeah, you got it. Her name is Sarma. If you put up Sarma, she'll come up because there's not that many Sarmas in the world.
Yeah.
Luckily for her. Oh man, I had a good laugh after that. I was like, this is great.
I think the Netflix documentaries really blew up after Tiger King.
Yeah.
They really blew up. I watched The Tender Swindler last night.
Oh wow, yeah.
I'm really impressed
crazy.
how this. I'm more impressed how people could just pull out loans like this. Like you just pull out a $20,000 loan and be $250,000 in debt with no questions asked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
That's what got me. It's like not that she got finessed. Right? Like you can just pull this out, no questions asked.
Yeah.
Like, what you need $20,000 for now?
Yeah.
And what kind of collateral are you giving for that?
Yeah, I thought that was really weird too. I mean, I know the guy seems rich. You know, he paraded you around town one weekend or whatever. Yeah. I don't know of anybody. I don't know anybody I would just like rake out a loan for like that.
I don't know.
And then it's kind of like, okay, well, if you have money, why do you need a loan? Like, why do you need a loan from me?
Yeah.
And like, why can't you go ask other people for loans? Like, I don't like those transactional things. I had this guy that he was a friend of mine, and I kind of had a crush on him, so that was a bad thing.
Okay.
So it got a little tricky, but he asked me to co-sign on his car loan, and I was kind of offended by that.
Really?
Yeah, I was just like, because I had just started getting credit, and my dad co-signed for my car loan, and so, you know, I wasn't totally super established, but I was just like, I kind of just felt like he was taking advantage. Like, I think he knew I had a crush on him, and he was kind of taking advantage of that. And he's like, this girl's gonna sign or whatever. And I was like, I can't co-sign for your car. Like, I'm like, what if something happens or whatever? Even, I mean, I trust that you're gonna pay, but like, you can get into an accident. You can, something could happen to you where you can't work. I'm like, I can't. And he goes, oh, okay. And he was like kind of mopey. But I mean, and I liked the guy, but man, I don't care how much I like somebody or I love them or I don't care how good the sex is. I mean, co-signing and loans and that type of thing, no way, Jose. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand
I don't get
it. And the guy now is famous, that Swindler guy. He's like...
He's not in jail. I thought he was in jail. He's not in jail.
He's already out, I think. He's already out. They don't get a lot. Like that, in the Sarma, I don't know. I don't really think it was her fault, but I think that she was kind of stuck on stupid, and I think she could have woken up. But she only got 4 months. And then the guy that you'll have to watch the documentary what they did. I think he had gotten a year, but he had already served. He was waiting so long for the trial that by the time the trial came, it was like time served, and they let him out. And I mean, these are like people that are swindling a lot of money from people, like a lot of money. It's just like, wow.
How do people keep falling for it?
Yeah.
You gotta ask questions, especially when the funniest thing when you get those like messages on like Facebook. I just mess with them all the time.
Oh yeah.
I just say some outrageous stuff. Some guy like messaged me. If I gave you $2,000, what would you do? I told him. I just gave him a list of stuff I would do with it. Stuff that probably I won't even do in real life. I said I'll probably.
Chew it.
I said I get a car. I'll probably use it as toilet paper. Get a hooker. I don't know. I just had a whole list of just stuff I would do.
That's great. Your comedy writing at best right there with the list. Oh, that is great.
And you get those. I get like at least one of those messages randomly once a week. It's like, all right, I guess we're doing this. I got time for this today.
Yeah.
I just do it. Especially like when, Anthony Fuentes, right?
Yeah.
Whenever Anthony would talk to like one of the comedians that he knows, especially a guy, he would say brother.
Oh, okay.
Somebody hacked his Instagram.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It's like my Instagram.
Yeah. Somebody hacked his Instagram and said, "Hey man, what's up?" It's like, no, Anthony does not talk to me. He does not say, "Hey man, what's up?" He said, "Hey brother, how's it going?" He'll say something like that. He'll just shoot right out the gate because he's straightforward. He'll shoot right out the gate and just ask you. Yeah. This guy, and I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, and he said, "Nothing. How are you?" Yeah. Like, okay, this is not Anthony at all. This is not him. Because this is not how this is going. He was come straight out. He said, "Hey brother, how's it going? I want to let you know, all that stuff." Like, all right, cool, man, I'll do it. And then we'll talk a little bit from there. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah. This guy was just like, no, this is not fun.
That's funny. I know. I always ask a question like, if I don't think it's that person, I'm like, okay, so when we went here to this place, only that person will know. And they'll be like, I can't remember, or like, just stupid stuff.
They'll just come up with a date. It's like, that's not even a date. So when the last time we performed together? Because the last time me and Anthony were on a show, we did we were on a show together. We did the Laugh Factory. Okay. In July. Okay. Cool. Well, that's when I got the message. That was the last time we did a show. Okay. Because we did because we performed like 2 other times after that at like. House of Blues and Huntley for his show. But when I got that message, said, when was the last time we performed at the Laugh Factory? The guy said, in December. It's like, no. That was not it. Wrong. Give me the date. He just said December. He just gave me a month. December.
It's like, I was going to send you $10,000, but now you gave me the wrong answer. Yeah. You fool. You're not going to get your money. Crazy, man. Oh, my God. Wow. That's just crazy stuff. How do you... Okay, so when you wanted to become a comedian, this is always something I ask, but was there any opposition? Anybody going like, no? Cool. No. That's nice.
Because naturally, no. My dad was like, chase your dreams. He said, whatever you do, make sure you're happy. But when I quit my job, that's when he got mad. He saw like the process. He saw me working at it. If I work at it, if I'm sitting on the couch, that's when he gets mad. Yeah. So I'm making my duty. Get out. I wake up. I just leave. I leave. I walk around. I got some that plan my week out the whole time.
Okay, cool.
But nobody was really against me. It is hard to have a relationship and be a comedian.
Oh, I would imagine.
Because sometimes my focus isn't there in the room, and sometimes I'm thinking about something else. Or I'm thinking about my week.
Yeah.
And then like, okay, I'm here, but then I gotta stop what I'm doing sometimes, and it's like that's probably the hard part about it.
Yeah.
It's hard to find, especially a woman who understands that. Like,
yeah.
This was here before you, by the way.
This is my passion.
Yeah,
I mean, this isn't just a 9 to 5.
Because if I quit this,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna quit on you. So that's all you need to know.
Oh, that's a good analogy. Yeah. Oh, I agree. I feel like even myself with friendships, and I mean, and again, I have great friends, but like I've had to kind of organize my week. Like, yeah, I mean, if I got a big show coming up and somebody wants to go out, I'm like, look, man, I got this big show and I'm really working on it, and like I'm sorry, like I can't go out. Like, let's go out after the show, you know, like. And then there's people that want to hit me up. They want to go out to dinner the day of the show, like before. I'm like, I can't go out to dinner. I'm not even gonna be there. And it's all you're thinking about is your set, this, that, the other. Like, you're not thinking about what's going on at that point in time. And I don't think people get that. I don't think that people that don't do it. I think there's a lot of people that don't do comedy that don't get a lot of things that happen with comedy, and how hard it is, and all of that stuff. I mean, I don't know if you go through self-doubt. I can really self-doubt myself sometimes. I try to kill that voice a lot. I'm like, shut up, don't come, but.
I tried it. I had that. I have probably like a day a month that's like, am I doing enough sometimes? Like sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough. But
I feel like you're doing a lot, bro. Like, you're killing it out there all the time. I see you.
It's some focus. But now I headline April 29th at the Market Lounge.
Okay.
And I'm like working on that.
Okay.
So my mom asked me, are you coming to your niece's first birthday party? It's like, nobody, she's not going to remember this birthday party at all.
Is it April 29th?
Yeah, so
I
told her that night, I'm probably going to be on stage. I'm probably going to a mic because I got to prepare to do a whole new 30, because everybody's like, heard my jokes there.
Yeah,
so
that's how I feel about my,
I have to prepare to do like a whole new 30 minutes.
30 minutes, guy. Yeah, that's
so
substantial.
That's all I've been working on lately. So my mind's been on that. So it's like, oh my God, I got to do it.
Wow, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of pressure. People don't get that either. People don't get how hard it is. I was talking to Jeannie about that because I do write new material. I try to write new material for each show because my friends are coming. There might be repeats, whatever. And she's like, why do you feel like you have to do new material? I was like, well, like my friends are coming, these repeats. And she's like, you should just concentrate on the same set, just repeat it, And I'm like, yeah, I could do that. That would be a hell of a lot easier. And she's right in a way of, unless I've done that set in so many other venues that everybody's heard it, I get that. But then, sometimes you see some comics and it's the same material. And I mean, there are jokes I will not get tired of, from other comics. I just think they're so funny and they're well crafted, and I could hear it 50 times. It's not a big deal. So I could see that, but I mean, I also am aware of how hard it is to write new material and to shape it and to get it to that place. Because obviously by the time April 29th comes, you want to knock it out of the park, have a solid thing.
Because that became my home club during the pandemic, and I thank the pandemic so much because it made me appreciate it a little bit more.
Yeah.
A whole lot more. It's like, after this, it got taken away. It's like, I have nothing to do now.
Wow.
I have nothing to do, and it got taken away. And especially at the Market Lounge, like, when your brother came out there.
Yeah.
Probably about, I was up there for about 15 minutes. Probably about 5 of that was new.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And it was like, that's the only new stuff that worked. So I got to get back out here and do, if I want to add 25 more to that, or just even 15 and just do like some crowd work, and just, because I don't have to do the whole 30.
Okay.
Because it's going to be 2 shows there.
Okay.
So it's like, I got to get back out here and just.
Yeah.
So I just I wake up every morning, I sit in front of notebook for about 15 minutes. Because
Okay.
Albie told me that you sit there for 15 minutes. If you write like a line or something, you still
Okay.
wrote something. Then you can
Okay.
go back to it later
Okay.
the next day.
Thank you, Abby.
He told me that.
I'll take every advice anybody gives me.
He told me that,
Okay.
and it was like, okay, cool. So I started doing that, and then it started to work. So since that time, I expanded that 5 to about 15.
Okay.
So I just need 15 more. I think I can get 15 more.
Oh yeah, I think so for sure. So when you write, do you like write with your hand? Do you type it out? Do you write it out, or do you talk it out, or what's your process like? Everybody's got a different one, but
Either or. If I'm at Zany's and I got an idea, it's easier to type it in my phone.
okay.
If I'm at home, I have my notebook, and then I have like some Stevie Wonder playing in my ear, and then I write with that.
Interesting.
Somebody also told me, his name is Bobby Wright. He said, write 50 facts about yourself. And so I have that on my iPad. I just go to that. And I also go through, like, I have a suitcase, or briefcase, I should say, full of, like, old notebooks from when I first started.
Okay.
And all of those are filled because I'm a notebook hoarder. And so I just go through those and see, oh, maybe this could work. Maybe this could work. Maybe this could work.
I love that. That's really super cool. I like the 50 facts
Okay.
because I do follow a lot of comics on Instagram and Facebook, and there's a guy that was on Last Comic Standing, and he does kind of like a workshop if you want to do a workshop with him. But he'll come on and he'll do little tidbits, and he said, if you're a new comedian, what you need to do is like write down things about you that nobody else is like, like, and that really helped me because I started thinking, okay, well, I'm Mexican, and then it's like, I look white, but I don't look Mexican, so I make jokes about that. And then I have a big butt. I started writing things about, okay, what is unique about me that nobody else has? And that really helped me with joke writing at first. I was like, okay, because I do think that jokes about yourself are probably the best jokes out there. I mean, you know yourself more than anybody else. You know what makes you tick. I don't know, I think you can make it funny. So that's really important. I, a lot of times, if I have an idea, I'll be walking my dog or whatever, I'll record it on my phone. And it sounds terrible the first time I say it because it doesn't even sound funny. But I think that there's something funny there, and I'm like, don't you think it's hilarious? Or don't you think it's weird? Blah, 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 blah. I have this. And then when I start to kind of work on a set, I go back to those clips. And a lot of it is like repeated stuff. I'm like, okay, I already said that again. I said that again. But I kind of hear it and craft it a little bit better. And you know what I've done some like current event ones, and I wish that they weren't current events. Like, I'm like, man, that was such a good joke, and now I feel like I can't tell it, because like, people aren't going to space right now. Do I talk about do I say like, hey, in 2021, I thought it was cool that Jeff Bezos went to space? Like, I want to say this joke again, and now it's not current, It's like...
You can still use it, though.
You think I can?
Yeah, you can still use it. It's still fresh in people's minds.
That's one of my best jokes.
It's just fresh in people's minds.
Oh, man, it's about the lady that went to space, the Wally Funk. She was in her 80s.
Uh-huh.
So... I'm like, I go, yeah, I mean, I think it's so cool that finally, a female in her 80s, she was an astronaut, she finally got to go to space. Of course, she had to walk into a spacecraft that looks like a penis, and I'm like, how many dicks this lady has seen in her whole life, and she still has to get into one to go to space? Like, what is that? What kind of cruel, male-centric trip is this, And I have a whole thing about that, but I feel like I can't repeat it, but maybe I can. I just did.
Sometimes I find myself writing dark jokes that I can't really tell on stage. It's like,
yeah.
this is funny, but I cannot tell this. This is funny to me, but I cannot tell this on stage.
That's interesting.
I would tell you one, but I don't want to get you canceled.
Thank you. Yeah, then my viewership is pretty clean. I grew up in church and stuff. I agree with you. I have a situation that happened to me where I was at a concert and a guy talked about how he kind of wanted to take me home at the end of the concert, but during when we were talking, we were in the GA line for hours, and if he watches this, he's going to know who he is, but we were in the GA line forever, and then he told me this crazy story about how he was accused falsely of raping a girl, and it's like, okay, that's not the story you want to hear when someone's proposing.
Not at all.
So I told that to somebody, and they were laughing. They're like, that's a funny story, you got to tell that, But then I run it through my female friends, and they're like, I don't know if you should talk about rape. I'm like, I know, right? Yeah. But I'm not really talking about rape. I'm talking about this guy and his crazy story. Like, but somehow I want to craft it. But I hear you. There's jokes sometimes that I think in my head, and I'm like, I can't say that. I can't say that.
I have a whole. I write them. I have a little miniature Batman notebook.
Oh, okay.
And since it's a dark night, I write dark jokes.
Oh my God, that is so clever.
And it is filled with a bunch of offensive, dark, racial, whatever kind of offense you think it is, jokes. And I just sit there and it's like, this is funny. I can't.
Man.
I can't really tell.
You don't think you can tell it ever?
Sometimes I'll be like, I'll sneak one in because I'm not a dark comedian.
Right.
Skin color wise, but
not
a dark. I'm not a dark comedian. I find it funny, but sometimes I want to be relatable. I want people to enjoy themselves.
Likable, all of that stuff. Yeah, I agree with you.
And I'll sneak one in there a little bit. I have one if I could. It's not super offensive.
Okay, go ahead, throw it out. Okay. If I feel like it is, I can cut it out.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, the producer over here wants you to say it.
The way my uncle would relieve stress is he would take his dishwasher out to the back and hit it with a bat. And that's why my aunt put a restraining order on.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
I snuck that in one time. It worked. Then after that, it didn't work anymore. I was like, maybe I can tell us again. Nope. Okay, I can't tell it again. All right, it's done.
It's funny the things that don't work.
Yeah, that's like that's funny. That's
a funny. Funny. Because when you said dishwasher, I went to the machine. Yeah, and then oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, because my uncle was an abusive person, but that was funny.
Yeah, it is. It is funny. Oh yeah, and I am careful about. Especially when I'm producing a show, to be totally non-offensive. And then some people want to say offensive jokes. I'm like, yeah, no. And then I like all forms of comedy. I'll hear people that are really, really dirty to the point where it's like, man, I need to take a shower after this. But I don't know about booking them on a show. You know what I mean? It's like,
especially the ones that say the F word after every word. It's like, dude, do you really talk like this?
Yeah,
to
all
say
the
time. F word, every other word. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, agreed. It's like, I think it's better to craft your comedy to be balanced, and you can have a little dirty, but get a little clean in there, and then I think you're going to just be more likable, and and more people are going to gravitate to that comedy.
Right.
I mean, you could stick to your thing, but then not everybody wants to listen to that, so it's just a tough call, I guess. But yeah, that was a good joke. I thought it was funny. I didn't think it was bad at all.
Got some Emmett Till joke. I
don't know about that.
No, I'm not gonna say that here. Maybe after. No.
You could get away with a lot.
No.
But yeah.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Oh my God. Well, anything you want to plug in?
Yes. Come to Three Monkey Pub. We do it every other Saturday.
It's in Crown Point, Indiana.
Crown Point, Indiana. Yes. Go listen to the album Working for the Funny. Album for Working for the Funny on all streaming platforms except for Apple Music because iTunes suck. You can go watch it on YouTube on For the Comedy TV. Subscribe to that. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook at For the Comedy. On TikTok, For the Comedy TV.
Okay, awesome. I'm glad you have a TikTok.
Yes, I just put stand-up clips on.
Yeah, me too. I just need to get better clips. I'll have an amazing video and a horrible set.
Oh, yeah.
Or I'll have an amazing set and the video's I'm out of frame half the time. It's it's just never magical where they both work together.
Or you'll put your camera up and then somebody will walk into it in the middle of the joke come on, man.
Oh, I had a real good and then sort of why did you do that? Oh my goodness, it's been great talking to you. This hour has flown by. I could talk to you for a couple more hours. But yeah, thanks for coming, man. I really appreciate it. Oh gosh, I love having comedians here.